Hi, this is me, Kira. I am age 20, and it is currently April 2nd, 2015, and I had a really sudden idea that I felt I needed to put into video because for a long time now, I'm currently studying abroad in Dublin, Ireland, and I live with my grandmother, and this is our kitchen. I live with my grandmother in the house that my father grew up in, that my grandmother has been in for, God, it's got to be over 50 years. As you can tell by the size of this measly kitchen. And look, oh my God, look at this cooker. It's so bloody old. That aside, I had this idea because I felt like I haven't really been documenting my study abroad experience here because it is so normalized to me. It's very domestic as well as academic. I haven't really branched out and experienced things by myself, and so therefore it kind of makes it feel less like a study abroad experience and more like a, oh, you're just kind of living here experience, which I don't want to, I suppose, degrade. I don't think that's the right word, but diminish the value of this experience. And I've been struggling with how to appropriately record my experience here. I thought about writing a blog just for me to look back on, but then I figured that would get pretty boring because I would just be saying, oh, I cooked this today, and I did this homework, and I watched this episode of NCIS, and that was that. So I think the idea of video logging it came to me because then I wouldn't have to sit down and like type things out that were really mundane activities and incredibly boring, but I could just pick up my iPad and record something that was in the moment, organically, naturally, created and experienced by myself and others in this journey of life with me. And so it doesn't have to be like an everyday thing, I guess, but it's just there when I want to look back on it, and I could publish it to Tumblr or YouTube or something. And I felt that would be a really good way to accurately and effectively document my time here. Because writing every now and again would not do it justice, and it wouldn't be fair to the memory I would have of it. Because honestly, this is a really important time, no matter whether or not I think it's really boring in the moment. I'm living with my 87-year-old grandmother for 6 months, and before now, I had only ever really seen her maybe once a year, every other year, because she lives in Dublin, Ireland, and I live in Dallas, Texas, and I study in San Antonio, Texas. So that gap obviously made it difficult to see each other a lot, and I'd never really lived with her long-term before, and now it's just us two living together in one house for 6 months, and it has been such an incredible learning experience about her and myself and my capacity to sort of live in a foreign environment, and wade through all the sort of, trouble you can get into in that, and so I didn't want to just not have evidence of my time here and not have an appreciation of my time here. I really wanted to have something I could look back on. And then I was like, well, if you video it, then it would be a lot easier to keep a log of. And I was like, duh, should have done that a long ass time ago. So the important thing is I'm starting it now. It's currently April, as I said, so I'm just going to try and record little moments here on out, and maybe compile it into a long-term video or create a video blog or, something of that nature, and just have it for myself. And if it becomes something that I can share with my family and friends, then great. That would be really cool. But for now, I think this is a great opportunity to take advantage of the technology at our fingertips and really cherish a moment forever and to be able to look back on it. So that is why I decided to do this. So, okay, now it's up to you, self, to keep up with this promise and document the little moments, the important moments, the everyday that makes this study abroad experience so special. So, yeah. Okay. Can I stop the video? Oh, I can. Goodbye.